This chapter's called Resting in Peace. So we've gone back now. We've come away, from Robbie, and now we are back with Mia. As soon as I was fully recovered from the effects of my pneumonia, I flew off to America, to Boston, to meet my newfound cousin, Mary Ann. I did not go alone. I asked Mia to come with me because we were in this together, because she and her computer had discovered my roots for me. Her roots, too. I wanted her with me. It turned out that Mary Ann and I were both grandparents and both recent converts to the wonders of computer technology. We found we had much in common. We decided almost at once, at Maya's suggestion, that we should find Burnside Farm and finish what we had begun. We would see for ourselves the place where Robbie McLeod had chosen to settle. We would stand by the stream where he had last seen Charlie. It was autumn and the trees were ablaze with glorious colour just as Robbie had described them. After many days of searching, we discovered Burnside Farm just outside Reading in Vermont. There's a modern farmhouse there now, high on the hill and across the dirt road from it, a newly built milking parlour that flies the stars and stripes from its roof. There are Jersey cows grazing in the fields, a few sheep amongst them, and a herd of beautiful Morgan horses galloping through the meadows. We explained ourselves to the old farmer, who stuffed his hands deep in the pockets of his dungarees and spat a great deal. We asked him where the original farmhouse might have been, and whether we might have a look. He directed us back down the hill towards the stream. He'd never heard of Robbie McLeod, he said, and he didn't seem to be much interested either. Not in Robbie, nor in the old farmstead. There wasn't much left of it anymore, just a bunch of old ruins, he said. But before we left him, he did manage to persuade us to buy a couple of bottles of his best maple syrup. Made it myself, best in Vermont, best in the whole US of A, he told us. Do you still have wolves round here? Maya asked. Never seen one, he replied. But I reckon I heard one once when I was a kid. Too many folks around here these days. They like it wild. You have a good day now, you hear? And with that he sent us on our way. The farmer was right. We found the place without difficulty. Very little of the old farmhouse remained at all. Just a few stone walls, no more than head high anywhere. A fireplace and a crumbling chimney stack. Mature maple trees grew within the ruined walls of the old house. There wasn't much more to see, so we walked down towards the stream and stood on the spot where we thought Robbie McLeod might last have seen Charlie. We stayed as long as we could, not wanting to leave at all. It was coming on to dusk, when quite by chance Maya came across the grave, a great slab of slate now cracked and crooked. Crouching down, she brushed away the leaves. The words were still just legible in the last glow of day. Here lie Robbie McLeod and Fiona McLeod, beloved father and mother of Alan, resting in peace. We stood over them for a few moments, then left them to their peace and went away. And that's the end of The Last Wolf.